I think Diamonds is a really good first single coming off of the Grammys because I really brought it back to the rhymes and the beats. I think the lyrics are better. But the College Dropouts had something that can't be recaptured because it was a part of my healing process from the accident. So every song was to make me feel better and help me rehabilitate. This is day one. We're gonna be in the mines, we're gonna be in the caves.
First day shooting was tough because we were a lot of people in a very, very confined space in a mine with a lot of dirt on the floor. And you've got kids you got to look after. We have water, so the kids are in the water, they get cold and then they get warm and cold. So, you have to look after a lot of different elements.
We're in the mines. We're acting like the diamond mines, which is not really that accurate. They're actually rivers where people reach in and grab the diamonds, but to make the video as dramatic as possible and cinematic as possible, we kind of made up this mine thing.
Up on him! Come on, Drake! Faster! Faster!
Which all seemed like a very, very good idea that, a couple of days before. It transpired that obviously when you start to put the flame bars in, the amount of black smoke that starts to emulate was incredible. We didn't notice it so bad until Hype turned up with his mask on.
It's just hard to breathe right now. You almost feel like you're gonna suffocate. And in a sense, we wanted to put everybody in that kind of situation where everybody feels they're in grave danger, so that the look of the film is gonna correlate with like the message that we're trying to send.
We got this?
As far as I know, the idea is at the end of the end of the song, there's obviously the children are supposed to be mining for diamonds for a period of time. So the idea basically is the fact that they've been freed, and this is their run to freedom over the hills.
When I do music videos, I collaborate a lot with the artist, and he's a visionary, and he's a great filmmaker in his own right. So we kind of wrote this together, and he came up with this big ending scene where he wanted to run up the mountain with the kids, like, and free their spirits.
Action!
Okay, tell him when we call it, it's very fast, very fast.
This is a little leg can go. We go. Stay line.
Roll it. When you're directing kids, it's like you're, I just look at it like you're directing new talent or new people. Even when they've had a lot of experience in front of the camera, it's still different than working with adults. They just see their perspective is different. So I just think it's just more fun.
That's so bogus. You see the shorty getting dragged? I remember working with kids that didn't speak English before, so it's hard for me to crack jokes. I be cracking jokes. I think they're funny, but nobody's laughing. Then I had to translate it, and the translator mess it up, and it won't be as funny when it's translated. What's the prognosis? Day 2, I'm gonna be on this bridge with the L statue. We decided to somehow incorporate the idea. It's like we juxtapose the architecture, which kind of represents the soundscapes of the music. Prague looks like how Big Diamond sounds. It's like all grand the diamonds are forever, and all the layers of instruments and everything. It just looks like you would put the stone statues and the cherubs and the clock towers and the square and all that to that music.
Basically what we're doing is we're shooting the 35mm anamorphic lenses, and basically we want to capture the same kind of filmic quality that the record has. Well, the time of day is just, this is the most beautiful light you can get on this particular bridge. You know what I mean? Like, this is the kind of location that first thing in the morning, it has the look that you have. And if you pan over that way, you can see how majestic the city is.
My cousin actually came up with the sample for the beat, The Diamonds Are Forever, and then me and John Bryan co-produced it. And a lot of people heard it and was like, yo, why has no one from Rockefeller ever done it? That's crazy right there. Diamonds Are Forever. It's like the Rockefeller theme song. There's no better time with the rebirth of Rockefeller than right now.
Camera's off the crane, we're walking with it, everybody else is moving.
Crane de-rigs, goes over to the church, everyone else up to the Savoy Hotel. Catch up, catch up. Here we go. Stand by. Action.
Okay, cut it. All right, here we are.
Basically, we're a couple to be. He's proposing, feel the love. He's proposing to me.
Yes, I
and
am.
we are very much in love, and we are very rich.
When the blood goes up the lady's hand, the diamond is cutting her. It's like there's blood coming from that diamond, and then you see one of the children from the diamond mines in the hotel room with her. So that's when the plot unfolds.
The idea that Hype came up with, the blood would start to trickle up the girl's arm and would then sort of encompass her to a certain extent. Obviously, majority of that is a CGI shot. We would have a small pump that we had some blood coming up through, but we only did it to a little bit, basically. That was all we shot up there.
I like being very involved with it. Me and Hype came up with the ideas together. So, and we have such a good working relationship because we have such a respect for each other because we both are like the very best, or one of the very best of what we do. And we both know it.
It's not really important, I think, for people to know me as much as it's important to know the work. So let's say if they know videos, that's great, and they've seen things that they react to. It's not really that important that they know that I had an association with it. It's more important that they know that they felt something when they saw it on TV. So I'm really more about the work than about my relationship with an artist.
When certain people that I like that team up, they click. Like if it's me and John Mayer or me and Hype, and everybody else could talk all they want about us. But at the end of the day, if you want the best product, you're gonna go to one of us for it.
Coming up next on Access Scranton.
We had to keep it, ghetto fabulous. My 50 say, I put Lamborghini doors on that Escalade. This is my version of the 50 shot. People used to tell me, you'll never make as much money being a rapper as being a producer. I'm like, so what you trying to say? I was like, does Eminem have more paper than me? Like, yeah. Does Jay-Z have more paper than me? Yeah. And I named all these rappers. I named about 10 rappers. I was like, so basically telling me that I would never be able to be on that level ever. And they gave my inspiration. Like, I took the negativity and flipped it to a positive. I go into the studio, and it's like I had these pictures, like, in my mind, I had these people on the wall. I would put up, like, Biggie, Pac, Eminem, Jay. And even if I fell short of what they did, it still would come out great. And having your product today.